Okay, so hi everyone guys, very good evening to all of you. How are you all doing? Just let me know in the chat box guys. How are you all doing and exactly like how is everything going at your ends? Do let me know everyone in the chat box. Welcome to all of you into the live stream. I would just check in your charts, just allow me a minute. Very good evening Arshad, very good evening. Hi guys, all of you, welcome to live stream guys. Hope you all are doing super good at your ends. You all are like exactly doing awesome at your ends also. Perfect. So I'll just start on with the things until the time if you people haven't shared out your these live stream with your friends, do share this live stream with your friends very quickly, okay? So you can save up to 50% off with the 4 months of free extension onto GATE E and ESE and IT subscriptions. What you could do, you can join the Prarambh and the Vishwas batches for GATE and the PSU 2025 and 26, which is going to start on 30th of December 2023, okay? That is what all you're having. Hey Umakant, welcome to live stream where you can just save up onto all of these things. So we are having two different kind of the batches. One is about your plus and the other one is about your iconic, okay, plus and iconic batches. So what you could do is that you can just go ahead and enroll into these batches. You can use in the code which is unlock20, okay, and the offer which is there, that is valid till 23rd of December, okay. So still it's 20th December only. This offer is valid till 23rd of December, and just using the code which is unlock20, you can get in the maximum discount for the same, right? So you can just call on to 8585858585 and you can just get and start on with the preparations for this particular exam. Fine. So you can just join the Prarambh and the Vishwas batches for GATE and PSU 2025 and 26, which is going to start on 30th of December. Okay. Fine. So here the difference between the plus and the iconic goes on with the very first one is like exactly what you have to pay, and even there are a few like features which makes up the difference over here for you all. I'll just let you know about those in a few minutes. But before that, like you can just get in an exam kind of experience for the GATE 2024. Very good evening Ankita, very good evening. You can just get in an exam kind of experience for the GATE 2024, okay, very soon, and you can just start for this particular enrollment into your test on the December of 24th of December, okay. So like whatever the all in your mock test series you're having for the GATE 2024, you can just get started with that onto the December 24th, okay. Okay Yash, good evening. I saw your lecture in Unacademy. You taught very well. Nice, each concept is clear to me, every concept. Okay, thanks a lot Yash. Great to hear that all the things are pretty clear to you in terms of all the concepts. I'm like very happy to listen that out. Just give me a second guys, okay, just allow me a minute. Perfect. Fine everyone. So what I was talking all is that you can just get a complete exam kind of experience for GATE 2024 from December 24th on to December 24th. So okay, this is all in your mock test for GATE 2024, okay. So the branch here that will be goes here is your CSIT branch, okay. For them the time is 9:30 to 12:30, and for the EE branch the time is 9:30 to 12:30. For rest all the people ECE, CE, ME and CH, the time is 2:30 5:30 guys, okay. So you're having is the QR code over the screen. You can scan this QR code, enroll completely for free of cost for this respective exam, okay. Now see, listen me out everyone. You all can enroll into this and give this exam on 24th. It will exactly get you a good experience of your GATE 2024 exam, right? So from that you can even just check out how the things are working. You can even see about all the things like how to work with those, right? Further, what kind of the questions can be asked, and all the things you can just like get them in the very detail, right? So I was talking about this Prarambh batch. So the batch is starting for the GATE and PSU 2025 for the CS and IT. It is going to start from 30th of December. Okay. The language is Hindi plus English, CS, and the batch number B it's gonna be. The batch number A already started on 16th. Okay, this batch number B will be starting on December 30th. So you'll be starting on with the database management system. Okay, that is what you'll be starting on with the batch from 30th of December. Okay, you can use in the code unlock20 or maybe my code which is SHA10 for getting in a maximum discount over the same. Okay. Second is your Vishwas batch, onto which you can just even work with the same. So that is for a batch for GATE and PSC 2026 for CS and IT students. It is going to be starting on 30th of December. Okay. Going to be Hindi plus English, CS and the batch B. So you'll be starting on your database management system again into that same course. Okay. Perfect. So here are the list of the books. Okay, in case you take up the Iconic subscription, right? I told you there are two types of subscription, Plus and Iconic. So in case you took the Iconic subscription, you can just go and take up this list of the books which is GATE, CS and IT. Okay, you can work with these. You can just get all these books delivered into your home within 15 days of time. Okay, if you're going to take about the Iconic subscriptions. So it's going to start with the digital logics, operating system, programming and data structure, theory of computation, computer networks, database management system, compiler design, computer organization and architecture, discrete mathematics, algorithm, engineering mathematics and aptitude. So these are all the list of the books that you will be getting delivered into your home within 15 days once you enroll into the Iconic subscription for the courses. Okay. So nothing can stop you from chasing your GATE CSIT dream. You can just get started with a no-cost EMI and a 0% interest onto the loan for as low as Rs 3,599 per month. Okay, so you can just get the approval in 2 hours, you get the minimal paperwork, and even you get the flexible tenures also. So there are a lot of terms and conditions which are applied. Those are as well available onto the platform also. So this is exactly what you are getting up from here in terms of like you can just take the EMI also in case you're not able to fill that completely. Okay. Now, every day you are having this scholarship test which is going on. So, you can just take a test for the free and win up to 50% scholarships. The test duration is 15 minutes and the time for the test is as well 15 questions. Right, so you can just take in this particular test anytime, anywhere from the app or from your desktop, and you can just get immediate discount based over your performance. Okay. So this is how you will be getting rank. Someone is getting rank 1, that will be getting 50% discount. Top 1 percentile 30%, top 10 percentiles 15%, and top and up to 90 percentiles 10% discount. So this is how your discounts have been divided based over that what kind of the like the test you are giving and what are the scores that you are scoring up over there. Okay, and these are all the learners who have already cracked out the GATE 2023. So many congratulations to all the Unacademy learners who have cracked out. You can show up with a very soon if you're going to study out all the things very clearly, very in a good manner. You can be the one very soon. Okay, perfect guys. So yeah, this was first of all what I had for you all to let you know about what things are exactly going right now over here onto the Unacademy and what exams you can give and what things we are offering you. Right, this was what all I had in for you all to let you know. Right, let's start on with your topic for today. Okay, so give me a minute. Fine. So we were learning about the unsupervised learning, right? So we started on with the unsupervised learning, and into that unsupervised learning, what exactly we were working with? We were working with that for the unsupervised learning. We had already seen what is it, what are the types, and we yesterday learned about the clustering in detail. Right? Today we'll be going through your k-means clustering in the detail. Okay, yesterday I told you that we'll be learning about the k-means clustering in detail afterwards, right? So today we will be learning about your k-means clustering very in the detail. Just let me open this notebook. Okay, yeah, yesterday we learned up till this dendrograms, right? This was what yesterday we have learned out. We learned about the clustering, the different clustering methods, right? And then what are the different other clustering methods we learned about. We learned how to make the dendrograms. So yeah, all of these things were which we had learned into the yesterday's class, right? So first of all, everyone, just confirm me out. Do you people have any questions in terms of any doubts or anything if you people are having it? Just help me out with the same, guys. Okay, Harshit, yeah. Just help me out with the things, guys. That do you people have any questions in terms of yesterday's class? Just let me know, guys. Do you people have anything in terms of yesterday's class? Okay, fine, Harshit. So what I just want everyone that please, guys, do share this live stream with your friends, na? So that in case they want to join in, they can also join in the class and they can also be here. Okay, so quick recap. Harshit, yesterday we started with the clustering. Like, what is clustering? It is just based over your different criterias, kind of your criterias of behavior, the shape, the color. Based on these different kind of the features, we try to make the groups of the similar items. Based over their features like color, shape, length, or maybe any behavior, these kinds of factors, right? So that is what we say is a clustering. That is what we say as they are the clusterings. So we can just do a lot of things. We also say that as statistical data analysis, the other name for the clustering. So the real life examples are market segmentation, statistical data analysis, social network analysis, image segmentation, etc. These are all the areas where clustering is exactly used. Now, if I talk the apps or the things which are already in the market, apart from them, what are the apps that are using? So Amazon is using, Netflix is also using this particular clustering methods. Okay, Amazon, Netflix, these are using as in terms of their recommendation system. They are using clustering so that it helps you to give the recommendation based over your search history, based over what the things have you searched. It is actually helping you to get in the idea about the thing. So it is being done from the particular for the access and for their recommendation system kind of things. Okay. Mohammed Sahil, ma'am, इसका playlist कैसे access करें? Okay, Mohammed Sahil, I'll say you कि you can just go on to the playlist section and there ना आपको वहाँ पे section मिलेगा DSAI GATE 2024 का, ठीक है? You maybe second या third playlist ही है DSAI 2020 AI GATE 2024 का. जस्ट आप उसमें जाओ एंड जस्ट स्क्रॉल टू द लास्ट, आपको सारे मशीन लर्निंग के वीडियोस वहीं पे मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो सारी चीजें ना एक ही प्लेलिस्ट में कंबाइन है. आपके पाइथन, डीएसए, मशीन लर्निंग सब एक ही प्लेलिस्ट में कंबाइन है. सो ट्राई चेकिंग दैट और आपको मिल जाएगा वहां पे आसानी से. Okay, you spot why you don't discuss numericals. You spot we will start discussing the numericals from tomorrow. I don't think so you were in yesterday's class. Yesterday we already had discussed कि from 21st means from tomorrow we will be discussing the numericals also into the sessions, into these live sessions only. Okay. So yeah, you spot for the numericals also you can join in from tomorrow and we'll be discussing about those every day. Okay, most welcome, Mohammed Sahil, most welcome. Okay, fine, you spot, fine. Okay, most welcome. Fine, so yeah, there were two clustering methods, hard and the soft. So in the hard, data points belong to only one group, and in the soft, it was our data points belong to different groups also, to another group also. Then we learned about partitioning, density base, distribution, hierarchical, and fuzzy. We just learned about all of these clusterings. So fuzzy clustering was a part of the soft clustering method, and the other four were the part of a hard clustering, right? And then in the last we learned how to make the dendrograms. So this was what we have done into the yesterday's class. Today we will be learning about your k-means clustering in detail. K-means clustering. Okay, we already have learned about KNN. K nearest neighbors we have already learned about, right? So k-means clustering, KNN, these are somewhat similar, but the main and the most difference is that KNN lies under your supervised learning, and k-means lies under this unsupervised learning. The main difference between these, right? It lies what are the differences between that? Where does it exactly lies, right? So there in the k-means clustering exactly we define about the k value at little different manner rather into the KNN. Fine. So let's see in detail how do exactly we do up all of these things. First of all, k-means clustering, this is an unsupervised algorithm. You all know this particular thing, right? So what it does, it helps you to group the unlabeled data set into different clusters. It helps you to group the unlabeled data set into the clusters, right? So I would say कि whatever the data, जो भी हमारे पास unlabeled data होता है, जिसके पास हमारे पास labels नहीं है, ठीक है, उसको हम अलग अलग cluster में differentiate करते हैं, उसको अलग अलग clusters में हम लोग बनाते हैं. ये like this method is completely said that k-means clustering is a algorithm which helps us to do this particular thing. Okay, sure, Mohammed Sahil. I would try using ना, मैं हिंदी बीच बीच में use करती रहूँगी. Okay, I would try doing that, and yeah, accordingly you can just see. And in case if you want to understand anything specifically in Hindi, so you can let me know and I'll say that in Hindi. Okay, because it might happen क्योंकि like the way it might happen in between कि मैं English बोलती चली जा रही हूँ, so just say to me in between कि मैम use Hindi, so I'll make sure कि मैं हिंदी भी use कर रही हूँ in between the class. Okay, ठीक है. So हम लोग k-means clustering के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. तो k-means clustering algorithm exactly क्या करती है? Exactly हमारा जो unlabeled data set होता है उसको अलग अलग clusters में group करने के लिए काम करती है. Okay, whatever the cluster, whatever the unlabeled data set we are having, it helps us to group that unlabeled data set into different clusters. अब हमारा जो k-means clustering में ये जो k की वैल्यू होती है, ठीक है, इसमें हमारी ये जो k की वैल्यू होती है, हम लोग इसको कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं, दैट आई वुड डिस्कस आफ्टरवर्ड्स. बट अभी के लिए जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड k की जो वैल्यू होती है वो हमारी होती है प्री डिफाइंड क्लस्टर्स. प्री डिफाइंड clusters. The value for the k is completely a predefined clusters value, ठीक है, जिसको कि हम लोग बनाते हैं प्रोसेस में. That needs to be created in process kind of. अगर हमारी जैसे कि k की वैल्यू मान लो 2 है, ठीक है, हमारी k की वैल्यू मान लो 2 है, so in that case I would say कि I am having 2 clusters. I am having 2 clusters. If my value for the k is let's say 5, I would say कि मेरे डेटा में इस unlabeled डेटा को मैंने 5 clusters में डिवाइड किया. यहाँ पे टोटल 5 clusters है. I hope you all understand what I am again and again saying about the clusters, right? Clusters are nothing different. These are just कि ये एक similar kind of जो भी हमारा डेटा होता है उस similar kind of डेटा का एक kind of a group होता है, ठीक है. जैसे कि if you visit a shopping mall, तो अगर आप उसमें clothes buy करने जाते हो तो at that particular place you will see that t-shirts का अलग section है, trousers का अलग section है, right? And let's say you want to buy jackets का अलग section है. So that is what the similar kind of a data is being clustered at one similar place. So this is what exactly you have in the clustering, ठीक है. तो this is what cluster are. तो k की हमारी जो भी value होगी, we will say that that particular are the total number of clusters that I have into my data set. Okay, this is what this respective thing means out. Umakant, value of k will be a parameter. Okay, value of k will be a hyperparameter. No. See. Listen to me, Umakant. It's not like that. It won't be a hyperparameter. What you will go ahead with is something ki you just have to see, I'll let you know afterwards, but you assume those values. Remember जब हम लोगों ने KNN के बारे में पढ़ा था? So in that KNN, we learned about what exactly KNN is. K की value, we just assume K की value and we work with that, right? Similar manner, here also it is again a hyperparameter only, right? It is again a hyperparameter. But with the algorithm, with a few techniques, we even try to predict that what can be this value for the K. That I'll let you in a short while, okay? Okay, Mohammed Sahil ma'am, you use for classifier. Okay, see, Mohammed Sahil, ये हमारी K-means clustering. This is a part of our unsupervised learning. और unsupervised learning को जो हम लोग differentiate करते हैं ना, वो हम लोग clustering और association में करते हैं differentiate. देखो, I'll just clear this doubt for you, Umakant. Just give me a minute. If I talk about supervised learning, so supervised learning हमारी differentiate होती है एक classification में और second होती है हमारी regression में. This is supervised learning. अब if I talk about your unsupervised learning, so unsupervised learning हमारी एक differentiate होती है यहाँ पे clustering में और एक होती है हमारी association में. So मोहम्मद साहिल, हमारे ये जो K-means clustering की algorithm है, ये हमारी unsupervised है. So unsupervised algorithm का मतलब कि ये या तो clustering में belong करेगी या association में belong करेगी, ठीक है? So ये classification या regression में नहीं belong करेगी, not at all, ये उसका part नहीं है, ठीक है? जब हम लोग ने पहले supervised learning पढ़ी, जैसे आप KNN के बारे में बात करो, K nearest neighbors, वो हमारी lie करती है classification और regression में. बट जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे K-means clustering के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, so in that case it is all about your clustering and association, ठीक है? So unsupervised learning is a clustering technique. It is a clustering technique, not a classification or a regression technique. Hope it is clear to you, Mohammed Sahil. Harshit, cluster बन रहा है. Yeah, absolutely right, Harshit. This is a clustering technique. Perfect. Okay, so I was talking about with you people about the things right, this particular. Hope Mohammed Sahil, it is now clear to you what I was trying to say. No, you cannot use this for classification, Mohammed Sahil. No, you cannot use. आप सिर्फ clustering या association में ही use करोगे, आप इसको classification के लिए नहीं use कर सकते हो. Okay, नहीं use कर सकते हो आप. Okay, now let's see कि ये algorithm work कैसे करती है, हमारी K-means clustering, how does it work, ठीक है? So first of all, what it does, हमारा जो भी data होता है, ठीक है, ये हमारे data को cluster करने के लिए काम आती है अलग अलग groups के, right? It just helps us to cluster that data into the different groups, right? And the thing is कि whatever the unlabeled data set we are having now, it works onto those own. Whatever the unlabeled data set we are having, it gets to make your categories on its own, right? This is what K-means clustering does. So ये एक centroid based algorithm होती है, like where whatever the clusters we are having, right? Whatever each and every cluster we are having, it is simply kind of associated with a centroid. Centroid is maybe a center value, ठीक है? मेन एम, व्हाट इज द मेन एम ऑफ दिस एल्गोरिथम? इस एल्गोरिथम का मेन एम ये होता है कि व्हाटएवर इज द it simply helps to minimize the sum of the distance between the data point and their corresponding clusters. मतलब कि जो भी हमारे डेटा के बीच में जो भी डिस्टेंस होता है, जो भी कंप्लीट टोटल डिस्टेंस होता है, उसको कम करना. दिस इज द मेन एम ऑफ दिस रिस्पेक्टिव एल्गोरिथम. द मेन एम इज टू जस्ट मिनिमाइज द सम ऑफ द डिस्टेंसेस between the data point and between the cluster. See what happens exactly. One second, Harshit. Okay, most welcome, Misail, most welcome. Harshit, because you must have some labeled features in your data set for using in classification. Absolutely right, Harshit. Absolutely correct, Harshit. Yes, that is only the reason that why you should completely have this particular thing. Okay guys, I request everyone, please maintain the decorum of my class. Okay, I just don't want any particular person to please comment out any rubbish things into my class, right? If you are just here for the same, you can just leave in the session. Otherwise, if you want to study, just please be over here only for the studies. After this particular message, I just really don't want any kind of the rubbish messages in my class. I hope I made it very clear to each and everyone over here. Perfect. So let's proceed in further, everyone. And yeah, I was talking about what is the main aim of this algorithm, right? What is the main aim of this particular algorithm? Okay, just allow me a minute, guys. Fine. Okay, perfect guys. Let's proceed in. Now, let's talk about that what other things we have into this our k-means clustering, right? What other things we have in the k-means clustering. So see, this algorithm, what it does, it takes out the whatever the unlabeled data as the input, divides the data set into k number of clusters, and repeats the process till the time you do not find the best cluster. The value of this k, it should be predetermined into your algorithm. Whatever the algorithm we are having, into that algorithm, the value for our k, it should be predetermined. I'll even help you out with the example also and a practical implementation that how does this thing exactly works, right? I'll just let you know about those also. But as of now, try to understand how this respective algorithm exactly works out. First of all, you will take the unlabeled data. Unlabeled data set, the very first thing, right? You take that as an input. Then you divide that data set into k number of clusters. Into k number of clusters. The very first thing is that you do this respective thing. Once you have been divided then into the k number of clusters, what do? You just repeat the process till the time it is not able to find the best cluster. Then it generally do find the best cluster for you, and that is where it just stops, right? So that is like the value for the k, it should be predetermined into your algorithm. Fine. So I hope I am pretty clear with this particular thing, that how does this algorithm exactly works out. Are we clear with that, guys? Are we clear till this point, everyone? Everyone, are we clear with this, guys? Okay, let's move further. Now, what I would do is, I would just help you out that with an example, with a maybe a kind of a diagram, that how does a k-means clustering works exactly. Okay, so just give me a minute. I would draw a diagram. Okay. So this is one graph for us, and this is the other one. Okay. The first one is before I applied my k-means clustering. Second one is after I have been applied with my k-means clustering. So these are my x and the y axis, which we are having up over here, x and the y axis. So at the very first, what I would do, I would just have a different sets of the cluster data. I would just be having different clustered sets of my data. Let's say this is one set. Okay, let's say this is my other set, right? And let's say this third is my. So what I would just do, this is my data in the starting which I get. It is just having a lot of different kind of the clusters for my data. And this is exactly before my k-means. Before I had applied my k-means algorithm, it is just before that. Now, once I have applied my k-means algorithm, after that, how will my data look like? I'll show you. See, my data will be very much formatted kind of a data. I'll show you how. So, let's say into maybe one kind of a cluster, I will be having up my data of one single type into one cluster. And all these clusters, I would just denote like this. Let's say this is one cluster which is having all similar kind of a data. Okay. Let's say this is my second cluster into which I will be having other similar kind of the cluster of my data. This is something where I will be having, and so I would just circle this all. This is the other cluster where all the similar kind of a data will be present. Fine. And let's say I would just take again this color only. And let's say this is my third kind of the cluster, right? So now into this third kind of a cluster, I would be having a data which is other similar type of this data, and it is again I would just put it in a round way. So this is once I have applied my k-means algorithm. After I had applied my k-means algorithm, this is how my data looks like. And this is before applying up my k-means algorithm. So you are, I hope, able to see like how it has been differentiated before applying my k-means and after applying my k-means algorithm, right? I hope everyone saw that once I haven't applied my k-means, what was the difference, right? And after I have applied the k-means, what is the difference? Okay, I don't know. Your messages were not visible to me, guys. Just give me a minute. Just allow me a second. Okay, Sen Sarkar, ma'am, will you complete the course? Yeah, Sen Sarkar, I'll be completing this course over here only. So it's around that, it's a kind of a day 5, oh sorry, not day 5. We are just left with 4-5 days for the completion of this course, okay? Okay, fine, don't worry, I'll explain in Hindi. Okay, हाँ ठीक है guys, I don't know, पर पता नहीं मुझे आपके messages नहीं show हो रहे थे. I don't know what's the reason. Maybe yeah. So suppose we have data points, we first need to calculate distance from initial centroid. हाँ, absolutely right, Harshit. यही like this is only the method. कि सबसे पहले आपको distance calculate करना होता है initial centroid से. उसके बाद आप x और y की values calculate करते हो, आप distance find करते हो, और एक बार distance आपने find कर दिया, उसके बाद आप simply further आप उसमें you go and you work with the things, right? हाँ, simply यही method होता है for doing the particular things, okay? You use Euclidean distance. हाँ, आप Euclidean distance से use करते हो मोहम्मद साहिल अपने k means में. Absolutely, आप KNN में भी वही use करते हो, आप k means में भी आप वही use करते हो. मैं अभी पूरा process I'll explain that how do you work and how what do you exactly use up. Harshit, and compares them with distance to clustering, then let's say cluster 1 or cluster 2. ठीक है, बिल्कुल right हर्षित, absolutely right. So what happens ना, हम लोग जो भी like whatever data we are having, we just work with that particular data, and into that respective data only ना, it just like simply helps us to make the different clusters in my data, right? और जो भी हमारी k की वैल्यू होती है ना, with that k वैल्यू हम लोग कहते हैं कि हमारे पर्टिकुलर डेटा में इतने क्लस्टर्स हैं या उतने क्लस्टर्स हैं, मे बी और 2 clusters. मेरी let's say मेरी k की वैल्यू 2 है, so I'll say I have 2 clusters. मेरी k की वैल्यू 3 है, so I'll say I have 3 clusters, right? So that is how we have the different values over my clusters. Okay, हाँ ठीक है. आयुष, what is k median? हाँ बिल्कुल ठीक बात है हर्षित. k median ना आपका होता है कि आप जो मीन, जैसे हम लोग के मीन्स एल्गोरिथम में मीन्स कैलकुलेट करते हैं, मीन वैल्यू, उसी तरीके जस्ट आप मीडियन वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करते हो, नथिंग मोर देन दैट. ठीक है, नथिंग मोर देन दैट यू हैव इन, यू जस्ट हैव टू कैलकुलेट द मीन वैल्यू. ओके, हाँ राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट हर्षित, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. See guys, I am saying that last time I am just warning you, otherwise I have to block this, I have to block you. ठीक है, I am last time warning you that please don't put any rubbish kind of the comments in the comment section while I am taking the class, otherwise seriously I have to block you from here. Okay, and even I would be reporting about you also. Just please make sure nothing kind of this thing has been repeated again, otherwise a lot of strict actions might be taken against you. So just make sure you are not doing this next time. Ayush, I was actually removing these, but I don't know, once I'm removing now, you people, I'm not able to see your messages, and again once I'm refreshing it comes back. I don't know what is happening, maybe some glitch or something. I tried removing it 2-3 times now, but I don't know what is it like doing or maybe working. Okay, let's guys proceed in. And oh, just allow me a minute now. Okay, everyone, I just have a work for you all. Just everyone just think and search out that how do you exactly work with your means, like what is a real life example of the k-means clustering. Just think about that and let me know in the chat box guys, very quickly. What is the example of the k-means clustering? I'll be back in a minute. Just allow me a minute, I'll be back. Yeah, everyone, so like, did you found out that what is the thing, like exactly what are the examples? Perfect. Okay, let's proceed in everyone. And fine. Okay, Harshit, your examples was kind of the COVID-19 country identification based on death and infection rate. Yeah, absolutely right, Harshit. This is something exactly what you can work with, right? Okay. And fine. Perfect, guys. So yeah, I was talking about that every time whenever you are just working with these respective things in terms of your like k-means clustering. So examples could be, examples are exactly right by you people, guys. Like Harshit gave me about the COVID-19 country identification, right, based on the death and infection rate, right. Talking about the Umakant's example, it was like delivery rate or route optimization, like for delivery boy we will group customer that lives in a particular location, something absolutely right, Umakant. So yes, this is something which you exactly are the examples about your k-means clustering. Absolutely right, guys. Fine. So yeah, let's talk about, guys, that how does the k-means algorithm works exactly. Okay, let's talk about how does the k-means algorithm works. So what do we have? We have a very first step, that is you just have to select a number of value for the k. Okay. Fine. Let's talk over that the different steps. So let's start with the, like, first of all you just have to select the number of the k, where you just have to decide that what is the total number of clusters. The very first thing. Okay, you just have to decide the total number of clusters over there. Fine. Second is you just have to select a random k point onto the centroids. Fine. Selecting the random k point or the centroid. It can be maybe from your input data set also. That can work. Fine. Next is you just have to assign each data point to their closest centroid, right? That will form the predefined k clusters. It will help you to assign each data point to the closest centroid. Fine. First of all, selecting the total number of the k clusters. Second is selecting a random k point or the centroid. Third is assigning each data point to their closest centroid. Next is you just have to calculate up the variance and place up a new centroid for each cluster, calculating the variance and placing the values. Repeating, finding the mean, again finding the median, working with those, finding the closest data point, right? This is how you just work. And once you have found out the closest centroid for each cluster, you are done with the model. Guys, is the voice okay, everyone? Fine. So in that case, at the last, the model is exactly ready. That is what you are having up over here. Okay, so Joy, thank you, and you've thought a lot for your confirmation, right? So just again, it's kind of very similar. You just start with the model, find a value for the k, find the variance at what is the closest distance, then just try to repeat the other steps, finding the means, right, and then again finding the variance to find the closest centroid for each and every cluster. Once you are done, in that particular case, your model is completely ready. Okay, your model is completely ready. Now you can just work with the model very clearly, and you can just work with those over the same, right? That is how you can work on with the k-means clustering into a exact and then into a best manner also. So everyone, am I clear that what is the process of k-means clustering algorithm? Everyone, am I clear what is the process of the k-means clustering algorithm? Just help me with this confirmation, guys. Are you clear how does the k-means clustering algorithm works exactly? Okay, fine. Yes. So just k-means clustering, it simply helps you to differentiate between the clusters. It simply helps you divide the clusters with other different values, right? Let's say you are having a lot of data. Maybe you are having different color of data points like blue, pink, white, red, and some things like that, right? So what your k-means clustering will do, it will just help you to cluster all of the other data points into a similar manner. It will just help you to have up all the other data points, and with all those other data points it will just simply help you to get in that particular thing and cluster about all the different colors into a different manner. Means maybe pink at a place, white at other place, yellow at other place. That is how these all will be working in for you all. Fine. So yeah, that's the method, that exactly how you work with a k-means clustering. This is a complete method about working with a k-means clustering, guys. So am I clear with this to all of you, everyone? Are you all clear with the k-means clustering in detail, at what exactly it is and how do you work with the same? Just confirm me, guys. Are you all clear? Just even help me out with a few confirmations now. Are you all clear with the same or not? Okay, great everyone. Clear. I just hope that you all are pretty clear with this particular thing, right? Fine. So exactly like how do you work with the implementation of this k-means clustering? Like what is the method for the same? So method moves on that first of all you'll be pre-processing up your data. I'll be just helping you out with the writings as well for the same. Just let me change the color and let's proceed in further with the same. Yeah, so the very first one goes is that you will be doing the data pre-processing. Data pre-processing. The very first thing you'll be going on with the data pre-processing, right? So the data pre-processing, what do you do exactly into it? You import the libraries, you clean up your data, right? You fill in the missing values, or either if you have to remove the missing values, you do that. You clean up your data. These are the things that you do up into this data pre-processing thing, right? The very first step. Second is that you will be finding the optimal number of clusters, that exactly like how many clusters can be made from this particular thing. You'll be finding that particular, right? So finding, I would just write finding optimal number of clusters. Fine. Next is you will be training up your k-means algorithm onto your training data set. So I would just write training k-means algo. So like training of the algorithm will be done onto the training data set only, right? So you'll be training up the k-means algorithm onto your training data set. That is the other thing that you will be doing in step number 3. And further, you will be just visualizing up the clusters. Fourth is about your visualizing the clusters. The fourth step, right? And that is it. Fine. So you are having up a data pre-processing step. You are having the finding of the optimal number of clusters, right? The other step. Third is you just train the k-means algorithm for the training data set. And number 4th is you just visualize up the clusters. So once you are going to visualize up the cluster, you will be very better able to know that exactly how it looks like. Like exactly, are your clusters differentiated from each other? Are those into a different manner? Are all of those divided or not? You will be getting all those things knowing in the detail, right? So yeah, that is what you work with the data pre-processing. Fine, this is exactly you work with the data pre-processing. Sorry, not the data pre-processing, your complete implementation for your k-means clustering. Am I clear with this, everyone? That how do you work with the implementation of the k-means clustering? Yes, everyone, help me out. Are we clear that how do you work with this respective thing? That is your application and the process of your k-means clustering implementation maybe? Okay, Umakant. What about the rest, everyone? Are you all clear, guys? Just help me out with some confirmation so that it becomes easy for me also to get to know, okay, are you all getting the things or not? Okay, fine. Hope you all are clear. So right guys, I hope you remember that from tomorrow we'll be starting up with the solving of the questions also. Okay. From tomorrow we'll be like solving up the questions. I'll be teaching you a few of the topics also, and we'll be solving up the questions also. We'll be starting on with the dealing up of your questions from tomorrow's class, right? So I hope everyone will just note that down, and from tomorrow we'll present on time, so that you do not miss out with any of the questions or any of the topics which will be starting from tomorrow. Okay. So people, let me know in case do you people have any doubts, any questions which you want to ask me out. You all, everyone, if you have something, let me know. Let me know guys in case you people have any doubts to ask me out, any questions, because this was all about the k-means clustering. Okay. From tomorrow we'll be just coming up with a few questions also in terms of MCQs or MSQs to be solved in the class here itself, so that we can just have a quick further idea also about it, how are these things working, right? So if people don't have anything, I'll be closing in for today. So thank you so much everyone for joining in this class. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. in the evening, with some more new things, some more new questions, and a new topic for you all. Okay, so in that case, thank you guys, and have a great evening ahead, all of you. Okay, yeah, sure, Umakant. I hope this will work for you all also, and you might be able to solve the questions from tomorrow itself. Okay, thank you guys. Bye, Sarah. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care. Have a great evening and have a very good night, everyone. Bye. Absolutely, always blessed, Ramakant. Always bless you. Okay, bye bye. Take care.